Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Tuesday, December 8th, 2015, around 5:21 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts. It was cloudy all day, felt like it was going to snow, but it was too warm for the snow, about 45 degrees, and tomorrow's supposed to be sunnier. Some news to report: Pittsburgh Penguins forward Pascal Dupuis was forced to retire from the NHL due to a medical condition. And also, 80 people at the Chipotle's restaurant in Cleveland Circle near Boston College has been got ill by eating there, and it's been closed down by the Board of Health, and they don't know when that's going to open. And this is a long line of problems for Chipotle's restaurant, because in several other states they had E. coli, which is not good, but this is not related to it. I eat at Chipotle's in Billerica, Massachusetts, right near Market Basket, and it's a good place to eat. I never gotten ill on it. I especially love the tacos, especially the chicken tacos. And Buzzer TV is going to have It's a Very Betty Christmas episodes of game shows with Betty White in them, including Match Game and Tattletales and Password Plus, Super Password, and To Tell the Truth, among others. And on Christmas Day, they're going to show 24 hours of Betty White and game shows. That's about it on the news. My second video blog subject of the day is about the former sportsfinal radio program that was around in the 1980s and 1990s. It was syndicated. It was syndicated in Boston through Star Communications, which was owned by Bob Starr, not the former Red Sox and Patriots announcer. It was Bob Starr, who was a radio producer, and around 1985-86, he started a sports final program on the radio, which was 1 hour from 11 to midnight on a lot of radio stations. The Sports Finals was a radio show where they reported the scores of the games in the NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, NHL, and college sports, and it was on WEEI 590 in AM, which back then was news show, news radio and stuff. And some of the people on Sports Finals as hosts and reporters were Ted Sarandis and Jason Wolf, who became a producer for WEEI Sports Radio for many years. Scott Sanvos and Bob Gamere and Betsy Ballard and a few others. And by the late 1980s, around 1989 or so, Sports Final became an overnight sports programming that was syndicated throughout the United States. It was heard locally on Boston around this time on Showbiz Radio, WRCA 1330, which is now a Boca Time Spanish radio station. And the format of the Sports Final was as this: from 11 p.m. to midnight, it was the Sports Final. From 12 at midnight through 2 a.m., it was Sports Final Talk, which they would talk about anything and anything to do with the world of sports. Once in a while, they would have a segment on Saturdays for a while, around 1990, called Let's Talk Wrestling, with Big John Stud, and that was from the 12 to 1 time slots, late Saturday nights, early Sunday mornings, and that was real popular. From 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., they had Sports Final Extra, which was a wrap-up of the sports news of the day, plus the scores from NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, NFL, and college sports and stuff. From 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., they had Sports Final Trivia, which the hosts would ask trivia questions, and they could get prizes if they got them right and stuff. And from time to time, they would have tournaments on the trivia section of Sports Final Trivia. And also, a couple of times they had jokes. If they had jokes, they could answer trivia contest, which is pretty good. And from 5 to 6 a.m., it was Sports Final AM, which they added some talk about stocks and some news items of the day. And it was real popular. I think Sports Final was the first ever, one of the first ever overnight syndicated radio shows for sports, which, was real popular. But by 1991, they added Sports Final Celebrity, which was from 10 to 11. They would have sports guests, and was actually hosted by former Major League Baseball player Bill Buckner. By 1992, Sports Final changed its theme song and stuff, and it got cut down and stuff. And it was eventually, by early 1993, Bob Strauss stopped syndicating it throughout the country and stuff. But by late 1993, it came back on the air on the Talk America Radio Network, and they had the same format from 11 a.m. to 6 a.m., and that lasted about a year until it finally got discontinued and stuff. And when I was younger, I would always listen to the Sports Final and stuff on the overnights. It was a pretty good overnight service back in the day. I especially loved the trivia section when they did it, Sports Final Trivia. I'm very surprised that radio stations, sports radio stations, don't have trivia contests for a section a couple of hours each night, because that could be real popular, could get a lot of viewers to listen and stuff like that. And the Sports Final launched some of the careers like Jason Wolf and Ted Sarandis, and also it was a stomping ground for Bob Gamere, who was one of the most infamous characters in Boston television history and stuff like that. The stuff he did later on, we won't go there and stuff like that, but it was real interesting. And that's about it on Sports Final, and that's about it on this video blog for right now. The third and final video blog will be about the late great professional wrestling manager Gary Hart. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Brennan guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCO Channel 4 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning. Julie Donaldson is the best. Julie Trammell rocks. And in the words of Sean Lucha, get out. See you later.